Greetings and welcome to, is this part 5? I don't remember. But to the visitors from aparu.net, may I just say bonvenon al Factorio en la originala Esperanto. Salutation al spectantos de aparu.net. Yes, I have been learning a bit of Esperanto. So, without further ado, let's get started. And I have a new feature today. It's called pause. So I'm going to do it now. And then unpause. Is it yeah, it's recording. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I can now pause the video if I need to for whatever reason. So last time we just got... Oh, sorry, I'm listening to something because I'm just like... There's a lot of noises. It's okay, the music's changed now. That's very nice. So that it's a soft transition from the menu music to the menu music to in-game music. So I'll just have 50 of these stalakistos. Yeah, there we go. I don't know what a chest is in French. Well, let me think. One of the things I want to do today is get chemical science. For that I will need, chemische scienspecos. And in order to do such a thing, I will need oil. And in order to get oil, we will need to get that into an oil refinery. So let's just have a look. First of all, rapido modulo for speed, productividad modulo for productivity, and effico modulo for efficiency. Makes the building slower, but they don't use as much power, which reduces pollution. So it's worth considering, especially in a late game, to have, especially when you've got multiple sites, just feed all of your miners with efficiency modules. They'll be slower, but use Pilbongio de imintilo capacitor. So I imagine Pilbongo, I think that means upgrade because the upgrade plow is called Pilbongo. So upgrade the inserter capacity. Permite que stackage, permit stacking, emintiloj movi pida objectos sam tempi. No idea. But permistas must mean like permission, permis. Emintiloj movi pida objectos, so it allows you to do something with objects. Permits you to stack objects. Que collage de la pilbongi adionias malglandan cavandon distacico. So Kikaj, don't know. Upgrade, I imagine that means additional. Malglandan, well, we know from the big electric pole that means make bigger. Cavandon di stacgico, stacgico I imagine means stack. Idini stactas emintilos, so emits greater stacking. So if we go here, capacitor di stacco emintilos +1. Yeah. So it allows the inserter stack capacity to be +1. And then Ministero Productivico 1 is Pilgas, so again upgrade, that word we've seen before. Pilgas Productacto, and I know that means productivity. So upgrade productivity de Shulij Minloj Kel Petrol Pompoj. So upgrade productivity of ore miners and petrol pumpers or oil pumps. I imagine oil in this case, they're saying petrol because like petroleum means it means something. It means petra is rock, oleum is oil. So there we got some cruda petrolo there. So here's the thing. We've got some crudo petrolio there, we've got some crudo petrolio there, we've got some crudo petrolio there. So where would a good place to put an oil refinery be? Well, you'd argue oil needs, especially later on, it needs water. And we got a little bit of water here. So I'm going to say the oil refinery will be here somewhere. And in which case we're going to have a train network, I think, go... I mean, if it goes there, it's all right. We got plenty of other... We got Ferroco there, 27 million, 26 million. I have to get into the habit of going, like, these aren't finite resources. You don't need to exploit every single patch. So I think if I build a line going here, 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 or if I just do a line here, here, and then take one off to do the uploading. So yeah, I think that'll do it. So I need to go up there. So we'll put down a grid. And what would a grid-aligned city block be in the original Esperanto? Grid-aligned city block. Krada visigita urba bloko. There we go. Of course, no one's a native Esperanto speaker, so who knows if I'm pronouncing it correctly? Nobody. And that's why I like Esperanto. I'm automatically a fluent speaker. So yeah, why did I start off the video as saying Bienvenido from spectators of Aperu.net? I said that because I was looking at the Google, well it is Google Analytics, YouTube Analytics for the video, and in the recent days I've had quite a few visitors from a blog called Aperu.net, and when I looked at it, it's just like, well, this is all in Esperanto, so this is a blog about Esperanto. So I don't know much about it. I just put the website into my browser and had a look and thought, oh, okay, cool. I mean, of all the people to expect to come on, it's like, yeah, hi. You know, welcome to my channel where I play games, I make music, and I try and learn things. So, over this year I've been learning modular synthesis, I've been reintroducing myself to French, I am learning theory for lorry driving, and thought, let's play Esperanto. Yes, let's play Esperanto in the original Factorio, shall we? I just did all that, but did you spot the mistake? The mistake being, I get as far as here, and it's like, well, you don't have any petrolo pumpo. No, we do not. So, we've got... Where's the other four then? Well, there's the other four. So let's go up here. And you got any more? I do have in here somewhere. It's not the... do I have it here? I think I have to start a second... sorry, a third thing. So what am I looking for? City Block Factorio. I think that's it. Yeah, this is the one. So what I'm going to do with this one is... This has all his train networks. I just want the very basic one. That's what the one I want. And it's got stone block, it's got radar. It's got all the things one will need, which helps get around quicker. So rather than just hand placing down some stone bricks myself, if I do this, it will be a bit better. There we go. So I need petrolo pumpos, which I don't think I'm building. Glanda electros pesto? No, it's not pesto, it's not posto, it's fosto. Granda electro fosto. Yay, there we go. See, if it's just a few words like this, I can actually cope. I'll take some lampos, and I think I might need the, yeah, so I need another bit of the manufacturing hub. Just pop you down here. So, in fact, that's true, isn't it? I can just... I suppose the idea with the grid-aligned city blocks is eventually you're far away. You don't want to build city blocks all the way to some place, but if you use the grid-aligned ones, you know that you can place it down, and if you were to make the two parts of your base merge together, they will be on the same grid alignment, or the Clada Visigita. So now I've got my next city block, and this one I will have the not early game smelting, not the science pack, hub, that's it. So hub 3, power, chemical and trains. So if I put it in like so, I should be okay. Now let's just copy and drag that down. Control Z. As I started to move down, I didn't realise there was something blocking my way. Now, you could say, why not click and drag? Well, the thing is, when I click and drag, my hand's not that straight, so let's try and do it for this bit, for example. See? So just pop that there, pop it there. And let's use some Malaglanda. Oh, okay, I got that wrong. Malaglanda is small. Bit like malpractice then. It's the opposite of good practice. And we need some fellow castors for here. I think we just handcraft those, so just handcraft some of them. And now we need a good bit of transporter bendos to go all the way here. Took you a couple of times, didn't it? Yeah. Alright, so this one, hopefully I will have green and red circuits the correct way round. So let's just see, green's there. So let me see. Do like so. And copy that one there. And so it's this one here. Let's just look up my thing. Well, the last one I tapped was there. But did I tap anything there? I can't see because I don't have any radaros. So let's go to my other part of my hub and pick up some radaros and also mejloŝtonon. And I really hope part of this design uses, I think this bit is stonoblico, so just keep walking up. I am hungry today. I have not eaten. I didn't feel like eating. I had a biliary colic last night, and it felt like bad back, and I thought, well, how can it be bad back? I'm laying in bed. It's like, oh no, I know what this is. And so, sure enough, it came again, and I thought, right, in that case, I need to do the purge flush. So I'm a bit out of sorts today. But hey, this should make some good YouTube content, eh? Let's just change that to there. And you know what? You don't want to wait for me to walk all the way back, so let's pause the video. And you're back with me as we go to this part here. I had to go all the way up to the top to the smelters to offload my stono. That's the word I'm looking for. I've topped myself up on transporter bendos as well. As you can see, we always need a lot of it, especially as we're going for a nice spread out base. So I'm trying to make this base as spread out as possible while still being not driving me insane with boredom from having to wait a long period of time. Okay, so that's good. So we see we've drawn one off there. So we'll draw off the next one. I mean, I could copy one of those, but no, we just make it nice and simple. If it's a design which takes a lot of circuito verde, or is it verde circuitos? Let's just ask the Google Translate. Green circuit, verde circuitos. There we go. I know the translation in the game is not the same. They call that a electronica circuito, but then you call the next one, you call it a alt nivelage circuito. Nobody calls it that. Nobody. So you just call it green or red. Or maybe some people do call it that. I don't know who, but they're around. Okay, there we've got some very basic concrete production. I did see a module someone did where you need stone and iron in the same site, but it'll make all the things you need. It will have electric smelters, it will have the assemblers for concrete. If I can find that, I believe that blueprint was on Reddit, so if I scroll up, let's just have a look. So we'll tap that one here. Copia. We will have a look. I think it's Copio. And it was this leftmost one. Oh, we need some more subterra bendos. And that's it, I'm out of subterra bendos. Let's see if I can... I won't be able to complete all of this. I will need the subterras. Yeah, it's okay. We understand. You get green, ampersand, red, and then circuits. Verde, cage, lujage, circuitos. Anything ending with a J, I'm told, is plural. So apparently, verdage, rage, lujage, circuitos, they're all plurals. Oh, I see, because the article, I'm saying red and green circuits. So if I get rid of the S on circuits, verde and luja circuito. Right. Okay, that's a clever rule. So everything becomes a plural if it's so inclined. I'm hoping this makes sense to you, because it seems betono, and that's stal betono, which means refined, and that's antolosiga stal betono. So that's betono, that's concrete. It's not stonoblicos. That's a shame. I think it's only the well, let's try and do one of these city blocks filled with is it number 3? City block with concrete. Let's do it up here. Yep, everything's aligned. And then this bit is still betonos. So is there one of these blueprints which is city block with stone brick? Put it there. No, don't see it. Never mind. You're going to have to do a lot of thinking in this one, especially when the train's coming, because I don't know how Nilaus makes trains go in and out, whether he has... I like the ones which have engines on either side, and I just forgot what's feeding into that. Wow, it's Villa Platos. So we take one from there. What if I was to take one from each side? So let's just have a look for one from each side design. I can copy that, or I can copy this. We're going to take two from the middle, and I think that'll be... So we'll just copy all of that. Yes. We'll just put you there for now, and we'll do a cut and paste. We'll do a... Sorry, we'll do a etondu and copy you. That's right. Now we need those subterrabendos. And I'm going to build myself another stone oblique stone brick path. Stone oblique vojo. Today it's not Italian, it feels slightly Slavic. Alright, so we're up here, and that's good because here does not contain the things we want, but let's just have some lampos because everyone likes a lampo. Showing some light on the area. And subterla bendos from my filicesto. And that's almost... No, I still got a little bit of stone brico for my... So I can make a nice vojo all the way down. So I think we're really going to go in for the Fear Vojo. Oh, of course, yeah. It's a Vojo, it's a path, and it's made from fer, or ferra. It's an iron path. Of course, the French call it a chemin de fer, so it makes sense. There we go. There's all our stone oblique done. And the subterrabendos are done. So now, what else does this thing need? It needs cupola installer. So, I think we will copy this design just one bit down. We're going to modify this design. And you'll see why I'm doing this now, because I'm trying not to do unnecessary steps in this. I'm trying to show you how Factorio is a lazy game in terms of labour, but it's a tricky game in terms of brain power. So we'll have Stella come from that side, we'll have Cupola come from that side, and we are gonna we're gonna what? El Tondu. So let's see, that goes there, that goes there, yeah, just do that. We can always copy a large segment. There we go, there's a large segment copied. And it goes there. There we go. I'll put in a subterrabendo. Put in an underground belt by hand. Mitu subtelan zonon permane. Yeah, that makes sense. Mitu put subtelan zonon. What I say, underground belt and bendo. Cool. Underground belt by hand. Metu subtelum zonon permane, meta and subtel zono permane. So they saying zono for belt. So if I put in belt, zono, that's a strip of leather. What if I said conveyor belt, transporter bendo? Yeah, okay, great. So we'll copy a bit from the other side, and that way I can put my distillo there, and that way it's not cramping on that part there. And there we go, we got ourselves stala and kupla. What else have we got? Stonoblico. Am I going to get an award from the Esperanto Society for furthering the goals of Esperanto across the world? Because I'll be quite happy to get a, come to Boulogne-sur-Mer to speak about why I started learning Esperanto. I'm laughing because it started off as purely an ironic thing. It's just like, hey, look, one of the language options in this game is Esperanto. And I always see it when I'm like installing Linux. Should I have Linux in Esperanto? And I did it once, and I was just like, I do not know what I am doing. I need this in a language I understand. And I also need to read what the combinator says and remember what the combinator says. So, can I... Stonoblico, right. Okay, so we need stonoblico. Oh dear. I seem to have done a bit too much there. Stonoblico, so we will try and make a path go all that way. Transporter bendo. Yeah. And then what? We'll put one there, put one there. I think that will do. Yeah, that will do nicely, won't it? And we'll just copy. We'll have a distillo. Let's see. No. Q. And per man by hand. Min. Do it but by hand. Falogin per mane. Place by hand. Meti mane. Must admit, I've never really listened. I think they've added to the Factorio soundtrack since I first listened to it in, was it 0.15 I played? I remember, I think 0.16 was when they changed, the boiler was a 1x1 thing, and then the boiler became its modern incarnation there, with a much simpler ratio of one boiler feeds 2 vapor generators. Before the Caldrono, it was a ratio, I think, of like 14 of them will feed 21 vapor generators, but it's not quite, so you can never have a perfect ratio, and it was just... It's a bit annoying, I must admit, it was a bit annoying. Now we need horoj veliko. We need oh, it's not an intermediate product, is it? It's a base product. We need the ore for making fela, and as well as stono. So we're going to do a similar thing here. So let's just do that like so. No. We're going to do it one more. That way I can make it a bit less twisty-turny. So we'll put stono in this one. There. 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 In Esperanto. T. Subtela T. vidi. We'll put a distiller. What was it? We'll put a splitter. Ni metos distillagon. I'm saying ni because why am I saying we when it's I? There's nobody else here. That sound is the conveyor belt. Right. Okay. No. Ooh. That was close. Right, so now I'm going to need the Fela Irko. Irko is ore. Right, so this is going to become another belt in our main circuit bus. I'm putting that in so it doesn't think bus the transporter. Sifa Sekvita Buso. Alright, still the same. Copio T. So now, how will I put it down? It needs to be able to bypass there, so a subtela, but not like so. Yep. And then, I was trying to do that so it'd line up with those other transporter bendos. Those can go a maximum of there, and there. Right. And I'll just I will copy you. And then I will agus. Algulu. Right. And in 22 minutes I've got to take another dose of salts, which I'm not looking forward to. If you drink magnesium sulfate, Epsom salts, and if you drink it in sufficient quantities, it's a powerful laxative. And it's a powerful laxative because it's a smooth muscle relaxer. Your gallbladder has smooth muscles in it, called the sphincter vidi, which... can't do that, no, because that is carboline. So the carboline is... Hey, that's good. So this is not correct. So in which case we'll have to do another line starting here. Oh, this is going to be fun. Min, just by hand, min, here. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm taking a dose of the salts every 2 hours, and then 2 hours after that I'm taking an emulsion of olive oil and grapefruit juice, and this will encourage the gallbladder to just squeeze out everything it's got. And I've done it before, and I've pushed out some gallstones. So it's just a case of doing it again. Oh well, such is life, eh? Right. And we got some I think I can just siphon off using a distillo. So I'm just going to put one, in fact, let's bring up the grid. Yeah. Oh, it lines up perfectly with that, right, so let's just put min there. And then I'm going to have the output priority on the left, filter and allow only file echo. But on the right then. That looks like that's left, that's right, but maybe it's because it's pointed down. So if I was just to Q, right click, left click, yep, okay, I see. Sometimes one does wonder about the logic in this game. Excellent. That fills both sides. Pop it down there. And pop it down there. Right. Let's just do a bit of that. And there we go. We got ourselves a line of ferret echo as well. Which will probably be useful as... Oh, of course, this is the part of the build which makes concrete. Sorry, betono. Why am I apologising? You're learning Esperanto with me, folks. Betono. In order to make betono, one needs some ferleco, arrow. And I'm going to put a mini loader in here because, as we can see, it's unbalanced. It's all going out one side, not the other, and that doesn't work because it needs some electro energio. And there we are. Now that'll do both sides. Excelente. So let's just follow this all the way down. Oh, we got picked up some carbo. So yeah, great. The mini loaders means you can do one-to-one balancing of about. I don't think that's quite on it. So let's just go over here and we'll place it. We'll place it main, just main. I find it a bit odd that by hand is just main. And yeah, let's have some penetrata, some penetra muncilingo. And what would a grenade be? Well, a pomegranate, we get it from the word pomegranate, which the French word for pomegranate. So, pomegranado, grenado, just a grenado. Well, that was close. That's the nice thing. People say, oh, why would you learn Esperanto? Because you actually know it. you just have a guess. You put O's on the end of it. I'll have uno biro, por favor, and a large bowl of chips, lass. So, there you go. You know, now you know Esperanto. And we need some more filakistos, otherwise none of this will work. But yeah, it will soon but this line of fila echo will not go in unless one was to put the stuff in. So we'll do a subtela bendo. Goes there to there, yeah. And then we'll have a distillo there. Another subtela bendo. Unnecessary, because really one must have gaps in a thing like that. It's not to worry, because look, I'll do that. It goes to there, and I'll put in the transport. No, I'm not going to do that because then I'll be picking up the carbo. We don't want to pick up carbo. Alright, so let's just follow it along. So here it goes. Half's going there, half's going there, until this pickup becomes saturated, which is now. And there we see, it's nice and dense. Just follow it along. Look at me looking from side to side, admiring my work. There we go. And now that should very quickly, yeah, it's only one side doing it, which is fine. So that's making some stonfonos. Well, we got some stonfonos, so we'll put them in there. That's making stalfonos. Yeah. That's making caldronos. So there must be a vapor general here. Yeah, there's the vapor general. Petrol. That's why we started making this. The petrolo pumpo. So what is pump jack? Pump jack. Pump jack is just translated as pump jack. Well, What if I said oil derrick? Oil derrick. Nafta drilitulo. Nafta. Is nafta what another... Let's see, oil. Oililo. So I think it's saying naphtha because naphtha is another word for oil. And it's a Greek word. Yeah, I think that makes sense. And if we see here, we have got ourselves... what would an engine be called? Generatore? Motoro uno. Motoro un uyo. I don't think we've researched automobilism yet. Let's have a look. Of course it's in Esperanto, so... Auto? No. Car? No. Automobile. Automobilo. Oh, it's got the weird thing. Yeah, we have researched the automobilo. So one of these should be producing... Well, there's the train, which is called a locomotivo. So this one should be... Surely that must be the automobilo. Yeah, because I think later on a tank goes there. So why doesn't this have it? No. No. Go to grid 2. So this is the hub. Yeah. So that's going down into something which... Ah, that's a flamethrower turret. So I assume... can I just pick up some of these engines? No. I want to make myself an automobilo. Well, if I take those, and now I can build it. There we go. So I'll just pop those back in there. And I'm going to pause there so I can check on my jam and pour myself a measure of sauce. And is it recording again? I've got a notification which I want to go away. That says it's recording. Right. Yeah, so jam's coming along nicely. Blackberries really have a lot of fluid in them. I'm glad I didn't rinse it, otherwise it would have been very watery. And I did another... Oh yeah, that's it. Another 4 minutes to go before I've got to get it down. So I just left this in the background and things are filling in nicely. Got myself an automobilo. An auto. Oh, this already got train network, so none of that will work because it needs agua. It needs what do we call agua? Agvo. And the only water source we got is the only agua source we have is there. So right. We don't have any subterra tubos. Do we have something here? Yes, we do have something here making subterra tubos. Not many of them, though. Don't know about you, but I like a lot of subterra tubos. Where shall we place this? I think a good place for it to be will be here. So, I don't have any tubos. Make one main. It feels weird. It's like, surely there should be two things. By hand. Alright, let's put the entire phrase in. Make one pipe by hand. Fälla un pipon per mene. Well, there we go. It's per. Surely that's the word we're looking for. It's per mene. Transporto akvo in subterra bendos. This was one of the reasons why I wanted to reinstall Windows. Was I was sure there was a way of doing it in OBS where you could pause the recording without having to stop and start, make a new file. And it is a feature in OBS, but for whatever reason my version of OBS wouldn't allow me to do it. So I have to make another one of these. Parmena. And just do that. And then we need a offshore pump. That wasn't enough. So there's more than 100. Okay. In which case we need auto. Now, one of the mods I got in here is Snap to Vehicle Grid. Snap to Vehicle Grid is brilliant. I would not want to drive without Snap to Vehicle Grid. Put the carbo in it, put some ligno, and stono we'll keep on home because we'll put it into the thing. So I'm not sure if you can see it, but this car, auto, is going. It's got some granularity in the steering. So I'll come out for a bit, wait for the construction droids to come back in, and take those two out. Thank you. Ah, there's new sound effects for crashing into pipes. So I need some more subterra, not subterra bendos, subterra tubos. What are you saying? Oh dear. My friends are having a interesting conversation about diversity and the upcoming Dune film. I said I don't want to watch it because to me Dr. Liet-Kynes will always be Max von Sydow. I can't picture him any other way. It's too much of a departure for me. I don't want to watch it. I wasn't too impressed with Blade Runner 2. It felt like a film which should have been done about 20 or 30 years ago. There's nowhere making an offshore pump here, so I will just make one myself. And it is called a malpumpilo, sea pump. I assume sea, malo, water, akvo, offshore pump. In malpumpilo, and they call it a malpumpilo. Well, in malpumpilo and malpumpilo sound very similar, so I don't think. What's shore? Bordeaux. No, not saying prop it up. Seashore. Malabordeaux. Okay. Right, it's gone 8 o'clock, so we'll do a little pause there. OBS, please. Oh, it's not as bad the second time around. Worst. Magnesium sulfate is so bitter. It makes me shudder. This is a new feature in version 1 of the game. Where there is heavy pollution, polluladado, the water starts showing signs of pollution. So we'll have our mal pampilo here. I'll just pick it up by hand because I'm that strong. Oh, it's revolting. Ah, just a moment. Ah. Still, a bit of discomfort than the agony of biliary colic, so it's not as if I'm drinking a horrible bitter substance for no benefit. Q? No. This might have to go out the way. No, it won't. Because if I need more smelting, I will build it on another site. There it is. Right, so now I'll just use some tubos. And it's filling up with alcohol. The way Dr. Esperanto intended. Ah, cool. Rotate actually works. Very nice. So that's all we got there. And if I take that, let's see if I can make it other way down. Yeah, it does work. Cool. Why aren't you getting any power? You're not getting any power because none of those can connect, and none of those can connect because, unfortunately, it interferes with the main bus. So, in order to get that to work, I've got to go up there, I think. We don't have one here, so let's just go to the grid-aligned one. And that will be much easier to place when driving. There we go. Yeah, that's working. Do we have the Glando Pesto Glando Electrofosto? I keep wanting to call it pesto. No, it's not saying you put it on pasta. Wait a minute. No, I'm going to write it in English and then I'll read it on Esperanto. Oh. Pesto estas por pasto. Afizjoj estas por electro. What if I change that to pylon instead? Pesto estas por pasto, pilonjoj estas por electro. Nearly. Oh, interesting. Only pilonoj becomes plural in that. Because of the previous example, the red and green circuits, all of that was plural. I wanted to say that pesto is for pasta and fosto is for is for electricity. Yeah, there we go. You need some stala, so let's just try and offload the stala I've got. You can have some. You take some. Do you take any? Yeah, you take some. You take some as well. Right, that's all my stala done. Who takes the cupra platos? Do you take cupra? No, you don't. So, who is it on this line takes cupra? Do you take it? No, you don't. Does anything on this line actually need? No? No? Wait a second. Well, you take stone from there, that's why. It definitely did say cupra and stala. Maybe there's something else comes along later which takes cupra. I'm trying to offload stuff in my inventory. If you're wondering why I'm doing this. Oh yeah. Let's go over here to our betono productiono et vito. And I say you make 4800. Defini for set, I imagine. So what's holding this back is as the speed of the longer in metilo, but nothing much can be done about that. Oh, come on, I know another place which will accept stono. The stono forno. Bene. I told my mother, it's like, I'm going to make a video series about learning Esperanto. It's like, why would you want to learn such a useless language? And I said, well, it's not useless. They meet up in Boulogne-sur-Mer to speak it. It's like, but you could just learn French. They speak French in Boulogne-sur-Mer. I was like, yes, I can. But then if I speak Esperanto to them, they'll invite me into the Esperanto meeting. Which might be nice. Yeah, I think I could learn something. We're very nearly at the stage. Because like I said, I wanted to do chemical science, but in order to do the chemical science we need plastic and sulfur. In order to get plastic and sulfur you need to do petroleum. In order to do petroleum you need petrol. In order to get petrol, you need oil, so you need to do oil refining. We can't do that until we get oil. Yes. So do I have my... There it is. We'll take some of this stal betono, and I'll take some of the betono. And then the construction droids can go ahead and place 1 square of that, which I'll be able to traverse rapidly. No, I'll be able to traverse it with rapidity. I will be able to traverse it with rapidity. Mi polvos tali ligrin rapide. Yeah, sounds about right. I think... Where is it? I'm sure I saw... Ah, it's there. That's all my bitono done. Did I just run something over? I must have done. We'll have some more of the glanda fosto electrivo. Electro? Yeah, there it is. Nah, make me 1,000. Come on. Might as well get everything here producing a bit more. I'll just help myself to that. Yep, that's what it sounds like when you crash into something. Okay. So I have to remove trees in order to get to that part. And let's just have a look. Where will I do this? I think I will have it all going east. Yes, we'll have it all going east. So I'll just ghost place those ones there. In fact, just ghost place them all. That'll be easier. Right, there you go. Yeah, that looks about right. So now, let's get those tubes and subtalar tubers. And put one there. And put one there. Do it there. Put the grid on, that makes things a lot easier instead of just having to guess it. Oh no. I'll have to do that. No. Another one. Yep. Now you can copy that. There we go. And do one here. Well, actually, this is going to be the line, isn't it? So, put it there. Put you there, yeah. I'll do one there. There we go. So, how about you? Can you go any further? No, you can't. So, we'll do that. There. Somebody made a mod called Oil Patches Organizer, and it's not been updated in a while, unfortunately. It's a tool which would allow you to lasso select an oil patch, and it turns them all into a nice, neat square grid. It's also a cheat thing, because say you had 2 oil patches in distant places, you bring them together and it would work out the average center point for both of them and bring them in. So say for example there was an oil patch here near an enemy base, but you've also got an oil patch there. If you went like lasso select from there to there, it would probably end up somewhere here, so you could bring it into your base where it'd be much safer. Again, it's one of those things you can ask yourself, do I want to do that or not? It really is up to you how much of a challenge you want the game to be, but the challenge in this video series is learning the Esperanto itself, so I don't think we need to create... If I had to do that and deal with combat as well, but mind you, I think those bugs are threatening my way of life. Coming over here, taking my jobs. They hum. How cool is that? Little touches like that, some may say, is unnecessary, but you know what? I'm glad whoever did this said it is necessary. Wait. Oh, it's a maximum of 4 per pylon, okay. So why can't I have more connections? I want to make this a line, but it doesn't, so I'll just do that. Factorio very much is a game about bringing order into the chaos. Already we're starting to get a bit of pollution here, but that's okay, the biters are docile. Like so. There. But the other thing I was thinking about with the thing of why learn that language, it's much like I spent about 10 years learning classical guitar. I never got that good at it, unfortunately. I can just about play Puckington's Pound and Greensleeves and things like that. But what I learned from classical guitar is the fundamentals of music and what notes sound together. So this year, as I've been experimenting with synthesizers, I think that's helped a lot. So I'm going to conserve the LUD on there because I just don't like how close these guys are. There we go. How many of those construction droids did I didn't lose a single one. Tough little things. And, oh dear, took a bit of acid damage. Oh yeah, I can take off the grid now. And instead impose another grid. Grid along city blocks. Bring order into the chaos. So now, if I go city block, so this is stations, it says. So if I put a station there, and let's try and figure this out. So you're coming along one of these rail stations, you'd have to change there, and you couldn't go onto that bit, okay. But you could go here. Where would the train stop? I don't see any stops here. Do you put in the stops by hand? Is that how you do it? Well, these... So that suggests it's going this way. That's going that way. So they're going down. And then these ones must be going the other way. Why do you have a stop either end? Oh, I don't know. And I'm assuming these loopbacks means you're doing trains which go in one direction only. Alright. For the purposes of this game, we will do loopbacks. So we have one-way trains, which I suppose is more efficient in some ways. You need less fueling stations. You can put the locomotives in one place, so if you decide to go for a multi-engine setup. So I have my trains going there. And I don't know if you could hear any of that stuff, because I just noticed it's a lapel microphone, but unfortunately the lapel tag is thicker than my cloth shirt. So we all know they all go in the same way, and that's the maximum it can go. So if I put it down one of these Tranja haltejos, a train stop, it can go there. We'll make this black, and we'll call this not Kim Jun, we'll call it oil load. No, we're going to call it petrol. No, not petrol. Oil load 1. Olisargo 1. Is that right? Does that translate with? Yes, Sargi is load, Conservi is save. And it's black, so we'll do that. I don't have any trains, nor do I have any fluid store carriage. What would that be called? Well, that's called a reservoir. So do I see it here? Here we go. Fluida vagonon. Fluid wagon. Not a fluid reserve wagon. Yeah, we definitely want to get one of those there so I can see where to put pumps and reservoirs. And these construction droids want to go down here, so let's just help them out. Where did I put? There's Olusago 1, and there's my auto. As you can see, I've picked up some carbon stono because these large stones, when you break them down, have got that material in them. Oops. Good work on the sound production, guys. It really has made a big difference. See, that's got that Grande de Rocco has got carbo and it's got stoner in it. Let's have a look at my power consumption. It's still the Electrominilos are consuming most, but the Ladaros really, 12 of them are doing quite a bit of consumption. That's okay. We've got loads of bags of room left in our production. Well, I can't do much with the Boulanger Minilos because we're not producing them, but I can definitely take those. Those Lignacistas. Let's go up again, because I want to inspect the ore. Well, this is completely gone, so I'll have that. And so now we've got 1, 2, 3. We've got 3 going to 2. So I'll do a 3 to 2 balancer. My balancers are on page 2 of my shortcut. 3 to 2. Ah, okay. Do some research, why don't we? Ah, there we go. The Bender Immune Signature Equipable, which means the inventada an inclinação por Madebegi que transporta de Bender por vas move on. Basically, belts can no longer move you. That'll be good when we start getting oil production up, which we don't have yet. Ah, Flam Getilo. What would be Surveillance Gvatado? Maybe I should do an effort to start translating some of these mods into Esperantese. Esperantoj? No, it's not plural, so it wouldn't be Esperantoj. Traduki in Esperanto. In fact, yeah, there's still plenty of carbo in this line, but nothing much is happening because the cupola is being well, you know, it's never much demand for cupola until you start getting later in the game and you really ramp up the production of your circuitos. So there we go, we do that. So now we go down. What do we want? We want some more relos. Yeah, not some. What was path again? Some fervojos. Oh no, I suppose it's not a railway, it's just a rail, so it wouldn't be fervojo. It is, like it suggests, it is a lelo. Just offload some carbo in there. And put that in there. So we'll go here, pick up some more. No. We're getting overburdened. Why do I have so much circuitos on? Did I just pick up a whole bunch of them for some reason? Well, I want to offload a bunch of them for another reason. Yeah, if you need it, you can have it. That's it. We wanted some resin vujos. So I have some resin vujos. We need a pompilo. We'll have pompilos. We don't need the petrol pompilo anymore, so let's go here and just push you back into the Felicesto. We're not ready to upgrade the smelters yet because the demand will not outstrip production at the moment. It's only when we get into chemical science. Oh, it's such a major achievement you get chemical science, it really is. They should play the Windows ta-da sound when you do it, because it really is. It's a big achievement. You know what? I don't want any logic on you. I'm just going to replace you with a basic one. Why have a limit? Just keep on making it. And my auto is down here, so let's go back into the auto. What will come first, me speaking Esperanto fluently or the megabase? I'm going back up here, and I'm going back here because no, I'm not going back up there, not just yet. Stop there, and let's have some locomotivos. A 1 to 4 should be sufficient. Or do I already want to start thinking about future-proofing? So a 2x4. A 2x4 would be nice and fast. Oh yeah, I need the fluido vagonal. So we'll get a fluido vagonal. Let's see. Yeah, do some of that. Some batalolopitico. Lacet. Well, if we don't research Recet Scienzo, we can't have the Spider Trono, we can't have the Atom Bombo, we can't have Explosida Recet Scienzo. I don't think you can have rocket launchers without it either. So yeah, we just do all the research, keep on everything producing. Yeah, good stuff. So now if I go to P for production. And in the past minute, we can see that demand for iron plates is, as you can see, going up and down. Demand for iron ore is ramping up. Carbo is the next one, and then Sternoblico is actually the big. I thought it'd be. No, it is Cuplo Plateau. And production, as you can see, is here. It's relatively. Follows relatively same path. Whoops. So we got everything we need. We just need to start getting rails. We don't need anything from there. Stop there, see if the construction droids go out. They are, but not well. Oh, okay. You just do whatever you want. It's fine. We definitely want some more lampos, don't we? Right. So the plan is we go up, 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 and then we go left. And we go up, station, up some more, left. And we'll ignore those bits because, well, look, we've got Carbo down there, we've got Felico, yeah, we're fine. We are going to start overwriting some more patches, and in fact, I may even come back in a later episode where I start using robot mining drills. So that they can just fly in. I don't have any radaros. Well, this is a bit remiss of me, and I can't make radaros because I don't have ferroplatos. So, right, let's go back to the hub, get some more ferroplatos and some more radaros. Or whilst I'm here, yeah, let's make the. I can't do it because I don't have subterranean. Okay, I need more of everything. But at least now we have our auto, so things will be nice and fast with one of these. So let's go to the Electra Mini Laws and offload all of those. 25, yeah, that's a good start. Do I need anything from here? No, it doesn't look like it. Anything from here? Yes, I want some lamps, and I'll just have all of that. And you, no more clever logic. Just keep on making lamps for me until that box fills up. I'll have some more of them though. There we go. I've got enough of the meso-electrophostors, so I don't need more of those. Just go down one more so I can get some subterra tubos. No, that's science. That's science. That's the third part of the hub. So we'll have some of those. And we will have, where's the subterra tubos? Well, this is tubes, 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 tubes. Tubes, tubes, tubes. There we go, tubes. I've still got plenty of copper plates. Why do I keep having copper plates? I need to offload some of my damn inventory. Well, you take copper plates. Where else? No, you don't need any of those. Is there anything else I can feed into this part? Not really. Well, that's okay. I've already cleared out some of the inventory space. So now let's plonk down my first train, Locomotivo. Constructi locomotivo. Fatas tracto. Oh yeah, I was going to put the vapor generator, the vapor generatoro, away, but never mind. Some stone brick there, and now. Fluido vagonon. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's really suitable for a. That's about as much as you can do. Okay. Put it there. I'm going brûlis and yeah, I've got some ligna. There we go. Now I need to think. Easier said than done, thinking. Right, so there we go. The Pampilo are doing what they should do. We'll have these in reserve. Interesting. Doesn't quite line up. Does it matter? I don't think so. I'm placing this by hand. If someone can say to me, oh, I have the definitive, by far, the best oil loading station. Sorry. The Olilio Sago station, then Great, show me. And that's still dark. We still don't have any radar coverage there. But I think... Where am I going to? There. Yeah, that will go across quite fine. Just fine. So we'll do that, and then we'll do one of those. And then Q to copy. And there we go. Plenty of crudo petrolo is going on its way, doing what it should do. Great. But we're not getting any radar, are we? No, we're not. That has radar in it. Let's do one of those. And there we go, we've got ourselves a radar. So we'll just go up there, yeah. What? You're kidding, right? There's no, like, there's curves, and so I'm supposed to do this. Alright. I'm actually going to have to do this by hand. I don't want to do it by hand, but I don't see what choice I've got. Because there's no blueprint for straight rail sections. So I'm just going to have to put all these grids down. No, not that one. There. Well, at least by being grid aligned means I can just drive along and it will place no problems. Until I drive along into a stone wall. This is where I'm going to have a station. So this one is going to be... Oh, there is straights. Alright, so let's go back. Don't know why I didn't see that before, but there you have it. Let's just go forward a bit more. We'll go back a bit. That's good, because if I had been placing the rails by hand, I would not have bothered with any signals, and it would have just been chaos. So, grid aligned. Oh, I see. Oh, no, no, no. Are you kidding me? What? Why would you do that? Oh, that's frustrating. Actually, you know what? We need, yeah, that'll help us with what we're doing. So we'll just get rid of you. Do that. Do that. But that's not compatible with that. Why would you do such a system? I mean, all I can think to do is just chop off a bit here. Please tell me they go the same way. Oh, at least thank God for small mercies. Oh no. Oi noi. This is gonna be a pain in the arse. Speaking of pain in the arse, let's pause it there, and when I come back you'll see it when it's all when I got it lined up, hopefully. And back. Well, that was an ugly fix, but it does the job. So as you can see, it's not at all aligned, symmetrical and neat, but why would you make a grid aligned block and then have a different layout? I assume there was a reason for it, but I really wish those books were compatible with one another. Oh well. I have to repeat something similar when we get to the next station. Or I could make my own blueprints. I think when we get to this, we'll just use this one for now. But then in the future, I'm going to make my own blueprints with rails which match up with the station blueprint that you made, Nilhouse. What's going on there? I can't watch. He's got hundreds of videos. I can't watch them all. So no, this is going to be the station. Control Z. Let's see. Concrete, city blocks, stations. Right, so let's repeat that, shall we? It'd be really nice if the autoplan just went, oh yeah, I see what you're trying to do. Well, let me figure it out for you, why don't I? Oh, what insanity. The biters aren't attacking not because they're set to peaceful, but because they're bemused, like, alright Hobbit, are you going to fix this one? Well, I did it down there, so I can do it up here. Oh, you know what? It's ugly, but at least it's going to not be alone in its ugliness. Yes. Yes, this will work. There we go. And we can just deselect a bit of that. Deselect a bit of that. Alright. There's going to be a bit of overlap there, but I don't have a qualm with that. Do I have qualms with that? I do. It does bother me. But we do what one must. Oh, how wonderful. Those bits superimpose on those bits. Well, we can't have that, can we? No, we cannot. So take those off. And then... stations. Oh dear. Let's get back into the... quickly. Mostly peaceful natives. Yeah, my car's being dissolved. So let's just yeah, get that repaired and then go back for another go. Oh, there's acid there. So I'm just running into a problem. Good. Now, we should be able to place that successfully. Well, there's power here, but there's no radar. I guess these ones are a bit too close, so they too are aggressive. Bugger, lost the car. Do I have any granados? Yes, I do have some granados. But there is full of acid. So now I'm quite injured. Let's go back to the base before we have another crack at them. Besides, I need another auto, and I need radaros. Do I have any? I've got plenty of them. Why not just have that? There we go. Do one of those nearby. So if I place one there, and I'll place one there. Now we've got a bit of radar. Get rid of the fog of war, as they say. Ah, good. Back to the base. picked up plenty of stone as per usual. We'll just go to one of these stone funnels and offload it into that, shall we? Yeah. So, as much as I would like to immediately get to the point where we, you know, getting the oil come in and doing all that, it is there's plenty of steps to get there first. And it really seems to be using up quite a lot of carbo, doesn't it? So I had an idea of feeding in those smelters solido brulaja, which is a solid fuel you can produce from oil refining. But if I was to do that, then this line would no longer contain carbo. So it is dependent on that. I need a number of things. You take those, you take those. That's it. I was going to put you in there, wasn't I? So we go here and put you there. Go to this one, put you there. Go to that one, put you there. And I've lost 3 of my construction drones. Why do I need to build them? I need some ferro plateaus. Well, look, there's some ferro plateaus. 1, 2, 3. I need an auto. So I need ferro plateau, stalo plateau, and what's Esperanto for? Motoro. Oh, no. 4 there. None there. None there. Well, hopefully that'll produce another 4 for me very soon. Motolo Ono is not something you can craft by hand. It has to be done in an assembler. So we are just going to have to wait a bit for that. In the meantime, it's a shame. Don't see any. Did I put the grenades in the other one? Oh, maybe I did. Takes all those. Got 3, and come on, let's have the last one. There, got everything I need. You can go. Oh no, sorry. You go and no. And if you take you take on ferro plateaus. So we do that. I want to go that way to start with, and let's put the ammo in from there. I'll take a little bit for myself. So now we got ground electrophostos, we got relos, we got everything we need. No, it does slow you down a bit, crashing into things. Whoops. Thank you. It was good to have an automated helper on hand to repair things you crash into. Oh yes, I need to put those markers in. So just slowly go up. Oh, look at those 2 catching up with me. Oh, those 5. Hopefully those 2 shouldn't get aggressive. Fingers crossed. Right, so let's just go back a bit. So we know that they're going down, these ones are going up, which corresponds to that. So we'll just do Q, do that, and then these ones do that there. Well, as long as they leave me alone, I'll leave them alone. But you are... Why are you flashing different colours? That means there's an error. Let's hope that error fixes itself. Maybe it's something to do with signalling, because it hasn't got enough of those chain rail signals. Chain rail signal. Forvoja sena signalos. I can't make any, which means I need to go and get some. Yep. So that was my second station. Now to do some... again... Why... Oh no, this bit works. Oh, that's a stroke of luck. But why would you make this bit... Why would you do that? Oh, I see. That's a branch. Because I did wonder how I was going to branch things off. But, again, it's just... Why is your group... Why would you do that? Very, very annoying. So let's try this one, see if we've got any other rails in here. Well, we got those. So that's something. So I think in the meantime that we'll use the grid alignment to make sure I'm definitely in the right place. Yeah. And we should be doing this in our car. Don't want to run away from it and then have to wait ages to get back, do we? No, we do not want to do that. Oh, I'm getting a bit of that Epsom salt repeat on me, and it's just reminds me how foul it is. Yep, so they're going off doing that. Go around that. And I'm going past my base now. I want to go down around about here, so yeah, let's just keep on going. A bit more. And one more, for good measure. So I'll go down here. And let's go bring it back in to make sure it still aligns with the grid. Yes, it's still aligned. Jolly good. Right, so now we need more of everything. specifically the glanda fostos, lampos, whatever chain rail signal is called, fervoja sine signalos, but we have plenty of visual signalos. Oops. Banging into things. Those are the ones we want. Yeah, make more than 50. Make significantly more than 50. Make an order of magnitude more than 50. So I'll put some of that in the trunk. Those, yep. I don't see anything that's using copper in this build. No, no. No. You don't use it, you don't use it, you don't use it. I can only assume there's something here that uses it, but it's like, well, alright. There's things which don't seem logical, but then I'm sure there's good reason for it. Oh, I seem to have lost 5 of those. Maybe they're still running around. So I'll have some more of those relos. Put them there. Some more of those. And some more of those. And now, pop, yep. We want more lamps and more of the glanda festos. All of that's in the way. I'm not going to deconstruct it. I think that'll be done automatically when I get construction robots, which will probably be in the next part of these videos. Oh yeah, there's somewhere I can offload that cupra plateaus at least. A place to offload my stellar plateaus, yep. And what would like some ferrodentatos? You go here, so you take it, you don't. You take them. There we go. So, help myself to more of those. And lamps. Got some lamps. Brilliant. Repair packs, but my construction droids seem to be... Oh, okay, you'll go out and do that, but... Oh, they have repaired me. You can hold down C to shoot, which is rather useful. I think trees regenerate, provided there's not enough pollution. Yeah, look, Sano, it's regenerating. Nice feature, that. I wonder if you can have regenerating Tiberium patches. I know there's some deep... So it's got like AI-controlled vehicles which will harvest ore. So again, we follow our rail network. Well, it's two incompatible gauge sizes, which I don't know why you would do that. We ignore those bits where it's overlapping. That's right, I was going to make those sections by hand. So I do copy you. And now, in theory, if I just keep drawing forward, I won't go up or down. So let's see if that's right. It's working. It is working. At some point I'll have to turn. I'm very near the turn point, so let's just fast forward to the turn point and see what happens. The turn point is in this densely forested part. City block. Well, that bit goes blue, so I assume that is correct. And now we just copy all of those segments and drag it across. Now let's see what happens. I'm going to stay in the car because I want to see whether they'll take inventory from just me or if they'll take it from me and the auto. Well, they're busy putting down electrics. Yeah. No, I don't think they are doing this. So yeah. Put some of those in the inventory. And now the construction droids are complaining because there we go. Well, that answers that question then. Which means I need the chain signals as well. Clear out this section for me. Ah, that's better. Now I can see things. Clear a path, because I can't drive through that. It's letting me put it either way, but I don't know which is the right way. So I'm going to have to go to the next corner and have a look. as I've got these tubos in place, I'm going to go to other oil patch and I'll see about organising them. So just go jack. I think we'll pause the video there and I'll come back in a bit when this is built up, because this bit is a bit boring, isn't it? And we'll return to something exciting. I think my construction droids are going to annoy the natives. So let's just inch up on them. And I'm going to have my Grenados this time. Yeah, they seem to be flitting around. And they're going up there to deconstruct the dead trees. Because the pollution is, as you can see, it's encroaching steadily further. This bit seems to be holding off, but that's because these trees are absorbing all that pollution. So yeah. Alright, they're done. Good, so far so good. I must admit, I've never used a four-lane train system before. I've never had that much train traffic where I could justify it, but we'll go along with it, see what happens. I wonder if this will go faster if I had 30 of them instead of 20. There must be a practical limit where it doesn't help. With construction bots, the sky's the limit. Let's inch forward a bit more. And we're going to pause again, and hopefully I'll get back with something interesting. And that's it, we are now here at the, not the opening, but certainly we've come to one part where the trains are all going to, because now that's part of the same system, I can only put these stops on certain parts. That's great, that'll go either way. So now let's just inch forward a bit more. And fill out this part, like so. And I think I'll put down a radar par main, I should say. And there we got some eyes on a new bit of territory. So now we have done this, we will go back to the corner, and I think a good that's right. I'll stop there. Yep. I'm just, how far away can I get from this? Oops. That's right, we wanted to go here. We, the royal we. Because I just thought, I have all those subterra tubos, and I'm not really using them for anything, so let us ameliorate our situation. So that will be that's the easternmost one. Right, let's put the grid up. Now I can see what I'm doing. Put one there. Put one there. Put it there. Pop it there. Yeah, I think that would be good. We'll do that. Is that right? Good to that one. Whoops. Right, so let's connect all of these up. I'm connected. Thing is, I've been doing this for over 2 hours now, and the recording time is 2 hours, so I think, as reluctant as I am to say arrivederci, no, come on, how do I say it? As reluctant as I am to say adieu, I think I need to end this at a certain point. Mind you, I think... But before I close, I want to make sure the train system's working. And so we'll do a test of it. So we need a train station for it to stop at. So that's that. Yep. And do we have... Don't really have... Alright, put a grid in there. Pop it there. And let's get some power to what will be. So when I return to this area with pump jacks, they will all just start to behave, won't they? Yes, they will. Right, let's take off the grid. And now, where's my car? There it is. My auto, I should say. In the original Esperanto. I played Factorio in the original Esperanto. Not every word was translated, but it didn't really matter. Ah, but this bit mattered. That's why we wanted our Fervoja signalos. Because there was an error down here, and the error is now rectified. Wow, that's what I wanted to see. Good stuff. So come back to the mothership, as it were. Oh look, there's little icons showing them on the map. That's good. Yep, got all 20. Out of curiosity, concrete in... Well, I know it's betono in Esperanto, but what is that in French? Béton. Of course it's béton. It's not the first time I've seen that. So I think I may be getting this wrong, but reinforced concrete is béton en fer because it's concrete which has had iron rods put into it. So we are copying again this part. Right up until there. Yeah. And we're taking it down to around about there. So do I have oil in my blueprints? Oh, that comes later. No, I don't have oil in my blueprints, so that will come later. In fact, it will come when I go on to paste bin. Nilaus TV's paste bin. And do I see oil there? No. Why is it not pumping a thing? Let's import the string, or importo sinon. Well, that looks way too complicated. I don't know why you do that. Modular train segment. Nuclear power, plastic and sulfur. Come on, where's oil refining? That's what I want. So we copy that importo sinon. And we go put it into my blueprints and take it down there. So now we've got everything we need. We're going to round about there, aren't we? Yes, we are. Pop all those back in there. Now we need a way of getting it off. So if I use the grid aligned ones, I know it won't do what we want. Because look at that. So instead we go to the city block here, which is not grid aligned. And no, that's not what I want really. Although I could use it. So let's go back to the grid aligned city blocks and see if there's anything here which will help. Straight double, turn double, T intersection, branch double, that's what I want. So again, I'm going to have to do that awful bloody thing where where again I have to do that. Oh, the joys of using incompatible rail systems. Why? Unless Nilaus didn't make that. Hopefully in the next episode I will have a grid aligned city block Factorio masterclass by Nilaus. Because these grid aligned ones, they don't have his name on it, so I'm assuming that is somebody else's work. Well, why not make it compatible with their work, Nilaus? What's up with that? What advantage is it making these two? Because these two systems are so similar, and clearly that you're using the same grid blocks and same alignment of pylons, so one must be inspired by the other. I need to have a chat with him sometime. I keep meaning to play on his Twitch, one of his multiplayer games. I'll actually have to do multiplayer and just say, hey, what's up with this? So anyway, let me pause this whilst I get this working, because we're going to have to be waiting a while. Right, it's not pretty, but in theory it should work. In theory. Let's see if theory lines up with practice, shall we? So we'll go to the grid aligned city blocks and rail segments. And there's a station. And that station goes there. Now, if I go on to translate, oil offload, discharge the wheel is not Esperanto, nafta malsargo. So we'll copy that, and of course we don't have that in our. Ah, look, there's oil patches here. We may even do something with those oil patches. But in the meantime, there's my car. I'll need one of those. I need to access its inventory. So, copy that. Go here. And here. Copy those. Take those. Right, so we're going to call you. Your name shall be Naftal Malsalago. And so now, if we go to our train, we'll put the instructions: automata, add station, Bolsolago, yeah, add weight condition, full inventory, full cargo. Add station, Nafta Masalago, set up as inaccessible for current position, bugger. Empty cargo. Why? Ah, because this bit's not yet done. Please fill it in. Transfectoil esprimi. And it's doing it! It's working, guys, this is success. Timestamp that. That is 2 minutes 23 seconds in. So I shall put 2 minutes 23? No. 2 hours 23 minutes in, and we've got our first train up with its first load of oil, where in the next video we shall be building an oil refinery. But I am very pleased with this. So this have a victory lap. As soon as the train gets here, we'll do a few things. So here's our train. Oh, and the mod that adds a honk. The honk is much better. So, go there. Yes, a very good mod. Let's have a look at its fuel. Oh, it's eating up fuel quickly. Chunk through that fuel. We're reaching our top speed of 200 kilometers an hour. Well, that's faster than the car. And there it goes. This is where it would load. Once it's loaded, it does that. And off it goes on its way. Wow, success. I'm very pleased to know my little bodge job worked as well. Oh, it's taking the inside track. I wonder why they're doing that. I'm sure there's some sort of logic to it. Vroom. Didn't even slow down for its corner. And there we go. Isn't that great? Thank you for watching. What's the word I'm looking for? Goodbye and thank you for watching. You may now go away. Adio kaj dankon por spektado. Vi eble nun foriros. End the video. Stop recording.